Jason's Academy, Social Science, History, Class 7th. Lesson 4, Delhi Sultanate. Lesson 4, the Delhi Sultanate.
Hello everyone. We are going to start history new chapter 4, that is the Delhi Sultanate. This is an important chapter because from here we will study history in such perspective from where changes occur in Indian administrative system, Indian ruler, and when rulers come. They change the culture, socio-economic culture, and there are many things which changed. In medieval period, changes occurred in South India. Local rulers were dominating, and this we saw in southern part only. We did not see that what was going on in northern part. So that we will study in this chapter. Delhi Sultanate will tell us full influence of northern India. What does changes were there and how it occurred.
The Mamluk or Slave Dynasty, 1206 AD to 1290 AD. First, the founder of this dynasty was Qutb-ud-Din Aibak. Second, he was a slave of Muhammad Ghori. Third, he built the Qutub Minar at Delhi. Fourth, his wife wanted to see the Yamuna River Delhi. That's why he constructed the Qutub Minar. Fifth, he was also called Laksh Baksh due to charity. Sixth, he constructed the famous Quwwat-ul-Islam mosque in Delhi. 7. He died when he was playing horse polo game known as Chogan. Iltutmish, the son-in-law of Aibak, ruled over the slave dynasty in 11 AD. He was regarded as the true founder of the Delhi Sultanate in India due to following reasons. First, Iltutmish organized a group of powerful Turkish nobles called Chalisa, or the 40, to overcome his enemies. Second, he organized the army. Third, he strengthened the northwestern frontier to protect his empire from attacks of Mongols. Fourth, he introduced silver and copper coins called taka. Fifth, he completed the construction of the Qutub Minar. Iltutmish later made his daughter Razia Sultan as his successor, as his sons were not worthy for his throne. Sixth, the Turkish nobles did not like the idea of being ruled by women and they started revolting against her. Seventh, to suppress this revolt, Razia attacked Lahore, but her commander-in-chief Yaqut was killed and Razia was taken as prisoner. Finally, she was killed in 1240 AD. 8. This dynasty was taken over by Ghiyasuddin Balban in AD 1266. He ruled for about 20 years. He defeated many local rulers. He introduced the new system Sajda. The nobles should kneel down before the Sultan and touch the ground with their forehead. He followed the policy of blood and iron, that is, fight with weapons and win. Balban died in AD 1286. Since his successors were weak, the throne was captured by Jalal-ud-Din Khilji. First topic of this chapter is Mamluk and Slave Dynasty. Mamluk and Slave Dynasty. First, we will see that why it is called Slave Dynasty. This is called Slave Dynasty because Muhammad Ghori chose his successor who was slave. What he was? Who was slave. And that slave was Qutb-ud-Din Aibak. So this dynasty was known as Slave Dynasty or Mamluk Dynasty. The founder of Slave Dynasty was Qutb-ud-Din Aibak. He was the founder of Slave Dynasty and his capital was Lahore. Qutb-ud-Din Aibak was titled as Lakh Baksh due to his more charity. He died while playing polo, which is also known as Chogan. Next ruler of this dynasty was Iltutmish. Iltutmish was son-in-law of Aibak.
and he was also the slave of Aibak. Okay, so Iltutmish is the next ruler who was son-in-law of Aibak and also slave of Aibak. He is also called real founder of this dynasty. Why he was called? Because he shifted capital Lahore to Delhi. Okay, why he was called? Because he shifted capital Lahore to Delhi. So here we can say that Muslim rule established. Here we can say that Muslim rule was established in India, and whose capital was Delhi. His capital was Delhi. That is why he was said real founder of Delhi Sultanate. Other fact of Iltutmish are that he founded a group of Chehalgani. A group of